Happy Friday, September 26th, 2025. You're listening to the Blue Lightning AI Daily Podcast. I'm Zane, your resident creator nerd, and yes, this episode was assembled with AI. If something glitches, we're leaving it in. It's canon now.
And I'm Pippa. If a robot coughs mid-sentence, that's just our co-producer. Today we're talking Alibaba's WAN 2.5 Preview. This is their one model to rule them all for text, images, video, and audio, all synced up. Big vibes.
The headline, Native Multimodality. It's not duct taping separate models, it's one backbone trained across text, visuals, and sound with RLHF for better instruction following and coherence. For creators, that means fewer handoffs, less janky sync.
And the spicy part, video with audio in one pass. Up to 10 seconds, 1080p, with narration, multiple voices, SFX, and music aligned to what's on screen. You can even guide it with a reference image or an audio stem. That's chef's kiss for pacing.
Alibaba Cloud's docs back this up. Their text-to-video preview supports 5 and 10-second durations, HD resolutions, and an audio input you can align to. They literally have an audio URL parameter for sync in Model Studio's API. Source on that is Alibaba Cloud's text-to-video API reference.
So who's this for? I'm thinking short-form folks, TikTok, Reels, Shorts, plus brand teams doing motion branding. You say push in on the product, cut on the snare, and it actually lands on the beat. That's usually 3 tools and a coffee.
And image people get love too. Photoreal styles, clean typography, charts, and conversational edits with pixel-level control. Material and color swapping for product variants is huge for e-com. That's typically a mood board, Photoshop, and 10 revisions.
Wait, the image-to-video preview can add motion and sound to stills, right? Keep identity, then animate? That's fun for pod intros. Take your cover art and make a 10-sec bumper with synced music. Chill.
Exactly. They call it WAN 2.5.I2V.Preview in Model Studio. Same synchronized audio pipeline, with identity preservation when you animate a reference frame. Docs are on Alibaba Cloud's image-to-video API reference.
Okay, context check. Is this a small tweak or a big swing? I'm gonna say big swing. Multimodal born together is different from add audio after. It's giving unified stack energy.
Competitive map. OpenAI's Sora is still silent by default, no native audio generation as of public info. That means you add voices and SFX after. Runway Gen 3 Alpha, video first, then lip sync as a separate feature if you want mouths to match a track. That's 2 steps. Sources, Runway's Lip Sync Help Center. Roundups noting Sora lacks built-in audio.
And Google's Veo 3 has native audio now in Vertex AI, so that's a direct head-to-head. Veo's been flexing 4K and cinematic controls with sync dialogue and SFX. Sources include the Google Cloud blog and coverage on the Veo 3 rollout.
So WAN 2.5 Preview is at least catching up to the native audio wave, and the unified architecture plus RLHF might push it ahead on instruction fidelity and timing.
Let's talk workflow. If I'm a solo YouTuber doing shorts, what changes? I can prompt whip pan to medium shot on chorus hit, neon rose palette, vinyl crackle under, upload my chorus stem, and get a ready-to-post 10-second clip. That saves at least 30 minutes of syncing and trimming?
Conservatively, yes. If you usually bounce between a generator, a DAW, and an editor, unified AV could shave a third off your short-form pipeline. For brand teams, the time savings scale because consistency, identity, type, rhythm comes from the model.
Is this beginner-friendly? The vibes say yes on prompts, but the good stuff, camera moves, motion pacing rewards some director brain. It's beginner-usable, pro-flavored.
On availability, it's in public preview via Alibaba Cloud Model Studio. You can hit the API for text-to-video and image-to-video today. Docs list resolutions, durations, accepted audio formats, even frame rate details 24 FPS, MP4 H.264 in the reference.
Money talk. Do we know pricing? In Model Studio, it's typically per-second billing for successfully generated clips. Previous WAN models list unit prices by resolution and region, plus small free quotas. It varies, so check the model card in your region. Source: Alibaba Cloud's Model Studio docs.
Practical limits to note: 5 or 10 seconds only in preview. 1080p cap. Prompt length around a couple thousand characters on the newer preview model, according to the docs. Rate limits and content filters are enforced. Error codes like IP infringement or data inspection failed are a thing. Again, that's from Alibaba's API reference.
Deal breakers? If you need 30-second ads with VO baked in, you're still stitching segments or waiting for longer durations. And if there's a watermark flag by default in preview, some APIs do that, you'll need to toggle or pay. The docs mention a watermark parameter in other WAN configs.
Who wins on use cases? TikToker versus podcaster versus designer. TikTokers win on beat-synced hooks and identity-stable characters. Podcasters win on animated cold opens from cover art with VO alignment. Designers win on product colorways and typo treatments consistent across motion and stills.
Filmmaker angle previs. Dolly left 2 beats, rack focus on go, feed a scratch VO track, get a 10-second storyboard shot with timing. That's not final, but it communicates intention fast. Low overhead pilots are clutch.
Bigger trend check. We're moving from toolchains to unified instruction surfaces. VO3 on Vertex, Runway integrating downstream tools, and now WAN 2.5 says audio and video should be born together. Focus feels like speed plus coherence.
Meantime, POV. Your editor, sound designer, and storyboard artist show up in one hoodie, or one-pass edits are the new quiet luxury.
Risks. Guardrails may limit edgy content, alignment could refuse certain prompts. Also, the 10-second ceiling is a creative constraint. And region availability, Alibaba Cloud access varies, so check if Model Studio is open where you are. Source, Alibaba Cloud Docs.
Token capish detail. If your prompt is a novella, it'll choke. The docs mention character limits around 2,000 on the preview model we saw. Keep it tight, use reference images or audio for nuance.
Quality versus speed versus control. WAN 2.5 is aiming for all three: cinematic controls, stability across frames, and faster short-form throughput. The RLHF angle should help it follow complex shot instructions better than stitched systems.
How does it stack right now? Versus Sora. WAN wins on native audio but loses on duration. Versus Runway. WAN wins on native AV in one shot. Runway wins on mature editing UX and ecosystem tools. Versus VO3. It's a real fight. VO's got 4K and Vertex integration. WAN's betting on unified multimodality and Alibaba's stack.
If you're testing today, start with the API preview. Try a 10-second brand bumper, upload your logo still to i2v, add a 10-second music bed, prompt glossy sweep, match on snare, camera tilt down to lockup. Confirm the beat alignment and identity stability. Reference: Alibaba Cloud's Model Studio text-to-video and image-to-video docs.
And if you're budgeting, assume per-second billing for successful runs plus rate limits. Previous WAN models list free seconds for testing. Look for that on activation. Source: Model Studio pricing notes inside the API docs.
One more note on ecosystem. This is closed, cloud-hosted. You're not fine-tuning it locally, but it plays well with stacks via API, so you can wire it into your editor or automation layer.
So where's this going? I think we'll see longer durations and multi-shot continuity with AV sync. Think 30-60 sec spots that can carry a VO and music changes across cuts. And yeah, more precise camera language.
Same. Also expecting better identity preservation from stills to motion, especially for faces and branded type. That's the make or break for agencies.
Quick receipts for the nerds. Alibaba's text-to-video API reference details durations, resolutions, audio input and parameters. Image-to-video docs confirm identity-preserving animation. Runway's lip sync is documented on their help center. Google's VO3 native audio is noted on the Google Cloud blog. Check those sources.
If you missed our recent coverage of VO3's public preview and Runway Gen 3 updates, hit the Blue Lightning blog. We've got breakdowns and tutorials on prompt phrasing for camera moves.
That's our show. If the outro music lines up perfectly with this sentence, WAN did it. If it doesn't, also WAN did it. Kidding. Kind of.
Thanks for listening to the Blue Lightning AI Daily Podcast. For news and updates and video tutorials on your favorite AI tools, check out bluelightningtv.com. Catch you next time, friends. Stay synced, stay shiny.